morning everybody, welcome to the 17th of December 2021. We're getting close to more big energies. It feels like the last few months have just been completely relentless, and it's just going to be continuing for the foreseeable future. Energies for today, astrology for the day. The moon is going to continue all day in Gemini. Early on is going to form an opposition with Mars, so there could be passionate, assertive, or even aggressive communication and conversations. Just keep in touch with yourself to make sure that it's more passionate and assertive rather than aggressive. And then sort of later on in the day, the moon was going to form a sextile to Chiron, which gives us a chance to look at and examine in places where we hurt. Maybe that sort of if you have gone a bit out there aggressive in the morning, then sort of the sextile to Chiron gives a chance to reflect on sort of what was going on at a deeper level, because often when we react aggressively and things like that, it's because we feel hurt inside. So it could be a good time to examine those hurts. And then sort of towards the end of the day, the moon's going to form a trine with Saturn, which is about sort of how we take responsibility for ourselves and our healing, and look at the story that we are telling ourselves around all of this and what might have happened earlier in the day. So just a heads up for you. So let's get on and do some tarot and some oracles. I'm going to start off with the Gaia Oracle. Okay, what do we need to know for the 17th of December 2021? Messages from Spirit for the collective. What help and support can you give us to help navigate this intense time that we're going through? Could be a lot of anxiety about, a lot of worry, a lot of feeling in the dark or self-doubt and things like that you're feeling at the moment. So we'd just like a bit of clarity on that, of messages from the Spirit for the collective. What do we need to know for today, the 17th of December 2021? Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we've got healing, reconnecting with your true nature. That sounds quite pertinent, doesn't it, for today? Okay. And then, just have a look. The dream, something is revealed, insight and breakthrough, I was saying. And then, the Temptress again. Seduction, deceit, a broken promise. Okay, is that us deceiving ourselves, or are we being deceived by somebody else? Which carries on from the themes yesterday. The Seven of Swords coming out in the general energy of the day. Okay, let's do some tarot and see if we can get some clarity. Okay, what do we need to know for today? 17th of December 2021, messages from the collective, for the collective from Spirit. Okay, what do we need to know for today? Messages from Spirit for the collective, please. Need to know for today, 17th of December 2021. What messages has Spirit got for the collective to help us navigate these energies? Okay, so with the centre of the spread, we've got the Magician. In the Moon position, we have the Princess of Discs. We have the Eight of Discs in the Mercury position. We have the Four of Swords in the Venus position. We have the Five of Cups in the Sun position. We have the Ace of Cups in the Mars position. We have the Princess of Swords in the Jupiter position. And we have the Four of Discs in the Saturn position. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Empress. Okay, so where we are at the moment. Okay, so the significator, the Magician, this is about what we want to manifest. This is about bringing spirit down into the physical. Okay, the cosmic ideas, the bigger picture for ourselves, and actually grounding those 5D spiritual energies down into the 3D real world. Okay, in the background, the Moon card, which is our emotions, it's our intuition, our instinct. It's about what's in the subconscious. Okay, just here, just out of sight. I always think of it as sort of just, you know, you can't quite see it, you know it's there, and sort of it's about bringing that up. So we have the Princess of Discs, or the Princess of Pentacles, in other decks, a page. I love this card. It's showing sort of that it's not quite time yet. We're still growing, and getting ready to birth this new story, this manifestation. Okay, and it's also a sign that you can't rush these things. They happen in their own time. We may be feeling impatient, okay, fiery emotions and things like that. Not seeing things as they are. I'm just looking up at the top cards, the Healing and the Temptress. I'm just noting that both the hearts are in both of those cards. I'm going to come back to those in a moment. Mercury card, our communication, our thinking, the details of what's going on. And we have the Eight of Discs, the Eight of Pentacles, showing up every day, doing the work piece by piece, step by step. There are no shortcuts. There is no rush in this. For me, this is tying in with the Princess of Discs. Just step by step, just keep ploughing through as best we can. Maybe feeling a sense of exhaustion, or, you know, going round in circles, or we're in the darkness and we just can't grasp what it is that we're looking for. The piece of the puzzle that could change everything. In the Venus card, which is our values around love and around money, beauty, harmony, relationships, we get the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is about calling a truce. It's about coming back and healing yourself. Okay, before we can move on, there is healing to be done, healing of ourselves. The Sun card, which is our core vitality, our energy, what's consciously in front of us, our conscious thinking and things like that. We have the Five of Cups, disappointment. We could be feeling a real sense of disappointment about how sort of we just can't get a grip on it. We can't get any momentum or anything. You think you see what's going on, and then it's like poof, it's gone. Waiting for that breakthrough, that thing to be revealed. it's not happening yet. But if we keep on the path, if we keep on, then the Ace of Cups shows itself in the Mars position. The Mars position is about how we take action, our will, our drive, our determination, our creativity. Again, coming back to the heart, the universe, source is directing us to come back to the heart. That's where healing is. Okay, I've got in the healing card, I said at the beginning about the heart. Even in the Temptress, we can see the red heart in her chest. Okay, it's about coming back to the heart, being heart-centered. Okay, the Jupiter card, what's working for us, good luck, good fortune, expansion, justice, freedom. It feels like an uphill battle at the moment. We have the Princess of Swords here. And in this card, it's, for me, it's all about sort of cutting away all the negative behaviours, the negative thought patterns, the illusions, and just cutting through it to gain clarity, to see where we're going. At the moment, we're not able to see. Okay, the Saturn card, what's holding us back, our limitations, responsibilities, commitments, stability in our lives. We have the Four of Discs or the Four of Pentacles. Come back and make sure you've given yourself firm foundations. Okay, it's just grounding yourself, a pose of strength, solid on the earth, of just, yes, squarely on the ground is all I can say. Holding on to yourself, to your values. Sun in Capricorn, and the sun is actually going to move into Capricorn on Tuesday at the winter solstice, so holding on till then. So I'm just distracted, there's a spider through the window just spinning a web, creating our web. Make sure it's not a web of illusion. Okay, but our centre, our place, our home is where the heart is. Coming back to the Ace of Cups there, it really is coming back to ourselves and grounding ourselves in our bodies, in our heart. The general influence of the day, the card that was at the bottom of the deck, is the Empress, the mother of the tarot. And the Empress is really sort of how nurturing ourselves through this, self-soothing, compassion for ourselves, and just even connecting down into Gaia as we get close to the winter solstice energies. Nurturing ourselves as we would a child. Okay, holding ourselves. Often the hurt and the wounds and the things that need healing have come from our childhood, when we didn't have the cognition to understand what was going on in our lives, and we made up stories to protect ourselves. We made up stories to feel safe. And part of the healing is to see yourself now as your adult self, going in and being that self-compassionate mother energy to ourselves, and letting ourselves know that we're safe. Just want to pull some cards for some insight onto the Temptress. What do we need to know about the Temptress? We have the Devil come out. we have the king, sorry, no, we have the emperor, and we have the 10 of wands. Okay, so I think I've said before about when the temptress comes out, it is card 15 as well. It's about sort of the what holds us back, what binds us, obsessions, addiction, and that can be addiction to like negative thought patterns, or you know, old stories, old beliefs, how we distract ourselves as well. When you're feeling in a vulnerable place, do you turn to drink? Do you shop? Do you do whatever? What is it that you do to seduce yourself away from looking at what needs to be looked at? We have the emperor. The emperor is the father of the tarot. Okay, so we've got the emperor and the empress, the father and the mother of the tarot, and the emperor is about self-mastery. It's about sort of firm structures in our life. It reminds this, for me, always the Four of Discs is like the minor arcana of the emperor, and about being stable, building your firm foundations. Because at the moment we're feeling really overwhelmed. I said at the beginning about how powerful all the energies are at the moment, and it can be causing lots of anxiety, lots of worry. We may be distracting ourselves in how we distract ourselves. Just have to look at the bottom of the deck. Okay, the Tower. Old structures are crumbling. Okay, old structures are crumbling. We're worrying about things, whether it's money or, sort of what's happening in these crazy times. Always it's about coming back to self, coming back to the heart, grounding ourselves down deep into our physical bodies, knowing that we're safe. And then we have the Three of Cups, celebration, sharing with others, and abundance. If we have infinite abundance available to us, we can draw on those resources that we need to get us through this energy. Okay, ask and you will receive. So that's big energies still. As I say, it's going to continue for a while. Yeah. I've heard it be described that we're going through the Great Awakening. It's like sort of, we just seem to be continuously being exposed to these really overwhelming and big energies. So the messages continuously have been around finding balance, connecting to your heart, grounding yourself. And that means that we have more stability as sort of we go through these energies. Okay, let's have a work your light card. Oops, what's fallen on the floor? What have we got? Mintagan, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. There could be a sense of wanting to be released from all this energies, this sense of overwhelm, it being too much. But let's see. This that card ties in for me with the 10 of Wands. Okay, I didn't show you that card. Let me get it here and show you the card. What do we need to know? How are we getting through this big energy? What support is there? Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? What was I saying about the Empress card? It comes back to being our own spiritual mother, nurturing ourselves, looking after ourselves as we would a small frightened child, and just, you know, letting your younger self know that you're safe and you're going to come through this and it's going to be fine. I do have an overall sense that it's all going to be fine. It's just before the new can be created. There's a destruction of the old. You know, the saying, break down to break through. For a long time you think you're having a breakdown, but actually it becomes the breakthrough. And that's reflected in these cards over here. The Tower. Okay. So yeah, it's just going with it, trusting ourselves. Eventually we will reach the crescendo, and start coming out the other side. Okay, I think sort of the next few months are going to be quite difficult, but I'm sort of seeing by the time we reach the beginning of March, and towards spring equinox, then we're going to start coming out of these energies a bit, a bit, because it's part of a bigger evolution and transformation. But I think this current increase and I can't even think of the word that I'm looking for. This crescendo of strong energies that we're going through at the moment. It will break, and we'll see ourselves coming out the other side towards March next year. So hold on tight, keep yourself grounded, do whatever meditations or exercises you do to support yourself going through this change and this evolution. Okay, thank you for watching. If this video resonates with you, then please like, share and subscribe. Thank you to those people who are already liking, sharing and subscribing. If you'd like notifications of when I'm releasing videos, then click on the wiggly bell for those notifications. If you'd like a personal reading for yourself or as a gift for a friend, somebody in the family or relation, then email below at the Spirit of Life Alchemy email address. Okay, so thank you for watching, and until next time, goodbye.